that time of week again for the Ringmakers Weekly Roundup Review. I'm your host, Dan Reese from ZebranoWoodcraft.com. And basically, in this weekly series, I offer critiques and reviews to items that you sent me. Handmade items you sent me when my lights are not falling down. And I've also decided to change the format up a little bit this week and just share some cool YouTube videos from some amazing makers I think you'll enjoy. Because if you're anything like me, then you're probably running out of Netflix. If you do want to be featured on next week's show, which happens every Thursday at 6 p.m, then post something on Facebook or Instagram with a caption and tag me at ZebranoWoodcraft. You can also just drop into my DMs or send me an email or something. If you did post something, you didn't get featured this week, I'm really sorry. I think this has actually been the busiest week for submissions, which I think might be a good sign that I'm doing something right. Although, I did get a comment from a chap called Kevin Michael, who said, "Did you run out of ideas?" Kevin, you got me. I'm out of ideas, out of orders, and I guess that my YouTube career's over. I'm only joking. Let's share some goodness from the community. I've been getting really good feedback on this series, so I'm not going to stop. If you don't like it, then you're just going to have to wait until my next ring making tutorials come out, which is likely to be the end of next month. Or if you're really keen and you want to get some ring making videos and some ring making skills under your belt, then check out the links in the description to my free guide to making wooden rings, or my online course, Next Level Wooden Rings, which is open for enrollment, and the students are making some epic stuff. Okay, so my first shout out goes to my boy Randy from Go Meow Creations, who put out a video this week called The Basics of Lost Wax Casting with 3D Printing, and I'm a little bit jealous because he made an orc ring before me, and I wanted to be the first one to make an orc ring, but I think it turned out really cool. I love Randy's videos. You always learn so much. He's really in-depth, very thorough, and a great videographer. So if you get a chance, follow the link in the description and check out Randy's video about lost wax casting with 3D printing. And my second shout out goes out to Martina and Hansi from their YouTube channel Nerdforge. They made this video last week called Making My First Armor Ever. And basically I love watching these guys' videos. The editing is so on point. They're really engaging and they make super cool projects. It looks so badass. I love the attention to detail. I just love the way these guys edit their videos. They're like so much more professional than I am, you know what I mean? It makes me really want to step up my game. But yeah, well done Martina and Hansi. I hope I get to have some beers with these guys at Makers Central 2021, if COVID-19 goes and does one. Alright, so there's a couple of cool YouTube videos for you to check out, and I also want to do my maker shout out now as well. And this week I'm shouting out the Silversmith on Instagram. Gabby is a silversmith. I think she's Scottish but living in South Carolina, and she makes absolutely beautiful kind of witchy vibe jewelry with lovely gemstones. She's a really talented illustrator. I just really love her eye for design, and I'm particularly drawn to these kind of necklaces and pendants she makes that look like magic potions, and they've kind of got the little stones in them, and just the way that they are decorated, and it's kind of like bringing an illustration to life. I just think it's really cool, and I think you should all go and follow her. So that is the _Sylvan_Smith. So yeah, go and give Gabby a follow. Maybe drop her a comment. Say her. Maybe drop her a comment and say that I said hello. It's always good to make new maker friends. Alright, so let's move on to this week's submissions. I had quite a few this week, so I don't know, are we doing something right? I hope so. I hope you like these videos. You know, Kevin and a few others are getting a little bit antsy about it, but hey ho. So the first one was from Amy's Ring. Sorry, I butcher these names every single week, don't I? But the ring itself looks to be antler and walnut, I believe. And the caption said, "Big news, the web shop is on its way after 2 years. It became time to start taking this hobby seriously. So here I am building a shop." So yo, that's awesome to see people, you know, getting good at the craft of making jewelry, ring making, and I really love it when I see new handmade businesses starting. I am working on a few resources for new businesses, so hopefully I'll be bringing you some cool content soon about all that kind of stuff. As for the ring itself, I love the look of antler, but I stopped working with it a number of years ago just because I can't handle the smell. Also, the dust is quite hazardous, so I'd say anyone out there looking to work with antler or bone, then be very mindful of the dust. Make sure you're in a well-ventilated area with dust extraction, etc. Just be careful because that stuff is nasty. But I'm sure that Amiga's Ring is taking all the necessary precautions. Safety first, after all. And look, the ring looks amazing. I like the photograph. It is perhaps a little bit too blurry in the background, though. You know, it's the I think it's the aperture. The aperture is kind of so low that you almost can't see the details on the inside of the ring. So you know, it's not a big deal. Just nitpicking, really. Gorgeous ring, and best of luck with your web shop. And you know, I'd really like to see a few more shots of like the detail of the gorgeous wood inside. But I'm sure you'll include those in your product listings. So yeah, great work. Thank you very much for sharing, and good luck with your new venture. Who's next? Bond Creations ZA. I believe that these guys sent me a different ring, but I kind of went through their Instagram profile to find what I was most drawn to, and I actually like these the best. These are titanium and cannabis glow rings. So, you know what? I think they're really cool. There's a lot of people who are very passionate about cannabis, so I'm sure you'll sell more than a few of those. I'm not really normally into glow rings, but I think that, I don't know, something about the herb and that glowing green just really works for me. I just think that they're pretty cool, pretty neat idea, and I'm sure that you'll sell more than a few. They look really well made too, so good on you, Bond Creations ZA. This next submission was sent to me by Half Cut Woodcraft, and the caption said, "Making progress with bentwood ring making. First commission ring done. Not the highest quality of veneer, but the red ebony came out alright." So yo, really cool again to see somebody kind of getting so good at the craft that they're able to sell their work. So this is a commission piece. And you know, looking at it from there, I think it turned out really nice. The finish looks on point. I love the figure on the veneer, like those two stripes kind of almost look like an offset inlay on the edge, which I just think looks really effective. And I mean, I can't really see many other details, but for a first commission, you should be very, very happy. I do wonder, there's kind of a little spot on the bottom side of the ring, you know, the one closest to the knuckle. I'm not sure whether that's just like the figure in the wood. It looks really cool, or if you kind of broke through the layers of veneer when you were sanding. I can't really tell. Looks like the figure in the wood to me. Looks really cool. But, you know, it's always just something to bear in mind. Don't kind of break through one layer and into the layer underneath. But, yo, excellent work. Thank you so much for sharing. Half-cut woodcraft, everyone. Alright, this set was sent to me by a nice chap on Facebook. There's a lot going on these rings, and every element looks really well executed. Oh, Jim made these for his sister and her husband. They were made from oak panels recovered from Holy Trinity Church in Hull during the conversion to Hull Minster. So that's even better. It's just got even better, you know, using some materials that have some meaning to the recipients. I just think that's wonderful. Epic work, and I'm sure they'll be treasured for a really long time. So yeah, keep it up, Jim. Great work, man. One question I do have about those rings, though, is can they be used as an effective knuckle duster against vampires? Right, Michael D Designs made a hammered stainless steel ring with a brushed brass plating on the outer. So it looks like super cool. I was just wondering, like, how do you do that brushed brass outer? So he said this was a plain stainless steel which was hammered with a ball peen hammer to get the textured look. And then I used brassing method by heating the ring up red hot and using a brass wire wheel on the Dremel and running it over the surface of the ring while it's hot to plate the ring in brass. I reckon it turned out pretty cool. I've never heard of that before, so it's always cool to kind of hear about new techniques. Looks absolutely stunning, nice and simple. Great work. What more can I say? Thank you very much for sharing that with me, Michael. Alright, this one was actually from a next level wooden ring student called Mo. He said, my daughter is really into Harry Potter at the moment, so made her a wand for her birthday and used the things I learnt here on the course. So now he has to do another one for her sister, as there's no fun dueling with only one wand. So look, I think that's really cool. It's awesome to see people using inlay techniques on different wood turning projects. And my older brother's really into Harry Potter, so maybe I might turn him a wand as well, and I can send him over for a magical duel. Now, the next submission from Would Wear It, which I believe is actually Mo again. Is that the same Mo? Mo, if that is you, give me 2 knocks in the comment section. But Mo made this beautiful pair of rings with sterling silver, Santos rosewood, and lavender opal. So, again, awesome to see those kind of mixed media approaches, and you know, it's just cool to see that Mo learned some bear skills from the next level wooden rings course, and has, you know, been pumping out some amazing pieces of jewelry. So if you want to be like Mo and make some epic rings, there's a link in the description. You can check it out. And then this submission was from Rings and Things Workshop on Instagram. And I think that Rings and Things Workshop is a relatively new ring maker, and just kind of really fall in love with the craft of ring making. And this one here is a black ceramic band with a custom opal mix. They did originally send me a picture of another ring, but for whatever reason, I was more drawn to this one. I really love the look of the mixed opal. It's got a lot of texture, a lot of depth to it. And I just think it's just a nice, simple design. Do you know what I mean? Just keep it in nice and simple. And that's it. That is it. I think that I might have had webcam malfunctions during the filming of this video, so I'm really sorry if I did. But look, there's plenty of stuff for you there to check out. Check out Go Meow Creations and Nerdforge's videos. Follow the Silversmith. You know, I hope that you guys who submitted stuff this week, I hope that you got some good encouragement from my comments. You know, there was nothing really that I could say or give advice to this week, so I guess that's cool. If you do want to get featured next week, then, you know, post something on Facebook or Instagram. Tag me at Sobrano Woodcraft. I'm always happy to help and offer advice. And I'm just really enjoying this series to kind of highlight the community and share some ideas. You know, I realize that it's been a while since I've done a tutorial here, but honestly, I've got so much on this month. It's actually ridiculous. So just bear with me, guys. I will start making cool tutorials again soon, but I literally have no time until the end of the month. Even filming these is a stretch. So look, I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked the video, like the damn video. I'll see you next Thursday. Check out some more videos. See you in a bit.